We're on the verge of experiencing extreme volatility in the markets. Clear signals have emerged in Bitcoin and Ethereum, along with a particularly revealing signal in Solana. These could give us a glimpse into the directional movement of this impending extreme volatility, which seems inevitable in the near future. Let's start by taking a closer look at the SHIB 500, the traditional market. In previous videos, we discussed how the SHIB 500 was approaching a critical defense zone. This area was pivotal, as breaking through it would encourage us to adopt a more positive outlook, not just in the immediate term, but also in the short and medium term. On one hand, we're seeing the SHIB 500 potentially mark this objective with a green check, mission accomplished. As you know, we also keep a close eye on the Nasdaq, the US tech index. Unlike its sibling, the SHIB 500, the Nasdaq is currently testing a hypothetical breakout of its defense zone. What does this suggest? It leads us to question whether the SHIB 500 breakout is truly genuine at this moment. Why? Cross-analysis helps us interpret the potential intentions behind the moves of smart money. If the Nasdaq is attempting to break a structure while the SHIB 500 has already done so, the Nasdaq may be signaling caution. It could be saying, wait, the SHIB 500 breakout might not necessarily be legitimate or sustainable. There's a chance it could be a trap. That's not to say the Nasdaq is definitively warning us about a trap. Rather, it's suggesting that we shouldn't take everything at face value. We should wait for the Nasdaq to do its job and continue moving upward. If that happens, then we can place more confidence in the SHIB 500 breakout and start believing in its promise of a bullish movement for traditional markets. This shift could also lead to a more optimistic outlook for the crypto ecosystem by extension. Here you're looking at MicroStrategy, and we're keeping track of how smart money had compressed the price against a key level. MicroStrategy appears to have broken its structure, and we've been evaluating the formation of a flat pattern. A flat pattern is a formation often used by large institutions to shake off retail investors who are well positioned in the market, creating uncertainty by consuming time. Of course, just as nothing is set in stone with the SHIB 500 or the Nasdaq, we can't say everything is decided with MicroStrategy either. However, based on market rhythm, it's clear that if we were to see a positive continuation across global assets, not just in traditional markets but also in cryptocurrencies, this could very well be a flat pattern. If so, MicroStrategy could potentially seek some liquidity through a trap before initiating a bullish continuation. The break of this flat pattern could project a move toward a defense zone. If that zone were to be decisively breached in the future, we could then expect a genuinely aggressive bullish move. As you can see, the story isn't over yet. We still need to see structural breaks that haven't occurred yet. That said, we're in a very advanced stage, and it feels like we're on the verge of being invited to the big party we've all been waiting for. Now, it's crucial to understand why we anticipate extreme volatility in the crypto markets. This expectation is rooted in the clear price behavior of Bitcoin and Ethereum recently. Let me explain what this volatility means. Look at the great indecision we're seeing. Prices go up, then down, repeating the cycle over and over without resolution. It feels endless, doesn't it? But this carries a very clear meaning, and I'm going to explain it to you. This is knowledge that can help you in the short and medium term with your future investments. I'll break it down for you in a moment, but first...
Welcome to Crypto Insight, your ethical and moral channel for cryptocurrency technical analysis. Here, we really know what we're talking about. We conduct advanced technical analysis that has been developed for over 12 years. We upload videos several times a week. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, let me know and leave a comment with your opinion. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell so you don't miss the next opportunity.
Let's talk about the extreme volatility we may soon experience. After that, I'll dive into Solana, because the interpretation we're giving to its chart in a specific time frame, namely the daily time frame, offers insights I'm sure you'll find highly valuable. This could give us clues about what's about to happen in the crypto market in the short and medium term. Let's talk about Bitcoin and focus on the hourly time frame. A moment ago, I explained why large institutions often use flat patterns. Their sole purpose is to shake off investors. Typically, flat patterns target investors who are well positioned in the right direction. But when we see behavior that no longer forms a flat pattern and instead shows a wide range of movement, the goal changes. In this case, smart money isn't just trying to shake off investors in the correct direction, they want to remove everyone from the equation. Look at these high volatility moves. First, smart money takes out the long positions. Then they liquidate the shorts, and this process repeats, leaving fewer and fewer people invested. Once they've cleared the playing field and are alone in the market, they can build significant momentum and take an aggressive directional stance. With no retail investors left well positioned alongside them, those investors won't close their positions or inject market orders that oppose the intentions of smart money, avoiding any unwanted attraction to their plan. On top of that, the same FOMO will drive late retail investors to push prices in the direction smart money wants, though, of course, it'll be too late for them. This is when smart money capitalizes on that directional liquidity to their advantage. I know this explanation might seem a bit complex or confusing, but I encourage you to listen to it a couple of times. Once you understand it, your perspective on financial markets will undoubtedly change forever. If you've understood what I just explained, let me know in the comments. Also, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel so we can gauge how well this concept is being received. Once institutional players have shaken off everyone, they only need to prepare for the extreme volatility to begin. It could go either up or down, nobody knows for sure, but here, we're going to work with a hypothesis. As you can see with Ethereum, we're observing the same type of behavior. We've been experiencing significant extreme volatility, and if you're a regular viewer of Crypto Insight, I think you already know our directional preference for the cryptocurrency markets. Based on what we've discussed in previous videos, as of today, we have no reason to be pessimistic about the crypto market. Quite the opposite. According to our analysis, we're seeing positive signals. For this reason, we're eventually expecting a breakout in Ethereum, just as the SHIB 500 and Nasdaq seem to be confirming a breakout that could lead to midterm optimism. Ethereum is showing healthy price behavior. Here, I'm highlighting a defense zone in Ethereum, where the price has been compressed and might now be in its final stage. There are many reasons to support this view, but unfortunately, we can't dive into the details in this video, as it would make it too long. Now, let's talk about Solana as I promised using the daily time frame. In previous videos, we discussed this ascending channel in Solana and how its price was dangerously at a market extreme. That's still true. Nothing has changed. However, there's something important to understand. Structures aren't infinite. They work for a certain period until they're broken, either in one direction or the other. But in the meantime, they've served as a useful map, guiding you through the price action and helping you identify opportunities. Remember, structures don't last forever. Let's focus on something specific. Without a doubt, we're at a market extreme, but something has caught our attention. Let's zoom in. Take a closer look at this. Notice how the volume meter increases significantly over 3 candles, especially the first 2. This volume corresponds to this bullish attack and its neighboring red wick, which has a large body. Now, let's reflect on this. If we also observe the delta below, here in a smaller section, and I hope we're zooming in for you to see it clearly, you'll notice the delta is green. This indicates an ask aggression, signaling strong buying intent. What's happening here? When we see a large wick with high volume and a delta leaning toward ask, combined with the fact that we're at a market extreme, any analyst might start thinking this could be absorption. This would mean an event or action orchestrated by smart money to potentially push the price downward in the future. And yes, that's a valid theory. While it's still early and would require more indicators, further price development, and additional information that we don't currently have, it's not something we can dismiss outright. It's an emerging theory, not particularly useful at the moment, but understandable for some investors to start building this hypothesis. However, I want to take this in a different direction. If we hypothetically have absorption here and the price doesn't immediately drop, but instead, in a quick, extreme move with high volatility, begins to fill that previous wick with green candles, the bet would shift toward immediate bullish continuation. This could align with everything we've discussed about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the traditional markets. Now, let me tell you something. No one has guarantees, and in our last video, we explained which structures below the current price levels in various cryptocurrencies are holding up this positive hypothesis. In simpler terms, if we were to see a break in those key structures we covered in the last video, we'd simply discard this positive outlook for the crypto ecosystem. If you want to access that information, I'm leaving the link to our last video on screen right now. Well, don't hesitate, click on the video you're seeing on your screen, and you'll gain a much deeper understanding of the current crypto situation. Click now.